Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first introduction episode of Active Action Podcast. So, I'm your host, Dr. Nazif. So, Active Action Podcast was created with an intention to connect guest speakers with our general audience, and there can be a topic that we can discuss on diverse range that can be educational, can be about self-development, um, professional development, then health and wellness, but also that can be topics for entertainment purposes only. In this podcast, I also wish to share information about the current happenings and also the latest updates, both from North America and also if we have the guest from South Asia and other parts of the world as well. Another purpose for hosting this podcast is to connect my um, audiences with guests who have expertise, who might be like expert speakers or subject matter experts, to connect them with our general audiences so that they can learn skills, they can take tips, they can have information they need to grow and thrive in their life. But also we have audiences who want entertainment only, so we can also do that, have gossips, and through those gossips we can maybe learn a few or take a break from our monotonous life every day. um, just wanted to let you know that Active Action Podcast in all of the popular major streaming platforms such as Spotify, Amazon Music, then Apple Podcasts. We also have this podcast uploaded in video format in YouTube if anyone is interested. So I would be hosting most probably like one podcast, one episode per week, but we'll be trying to do more or less revisiting the frequency of our like daily schedule. But I'm sure that you will find something valuable in this podcast for you in one way or other. So, anyone who is listening to this introductory podcast information, I hope like you will like to be a guest in my show. And information about the podcast on how to join as a guest is available in the podcast website. That is activeactionpodcast.com. activeactionpodcast.com. If you just go into there, you'll see like uh, how the procedure is to join as a guest. Just fill up that form and I'll be in touch with you as soon as possible. I'm really very excited with the journey that I'm able to embark on for my podcast, and I really wish that you'll be able to um, join with me and embark on this wonderful journey that we are about to have. For today, I just wanted to discuss very briefly that how the podcast and format would be. Most probably, like in each podcast, we will be having a guest who might be a subject matter expert, who might be an expert speaker, who might be a coach, life listener, an author, or anyone who I find might be of value to you. The time duration of this podcast will be most probably from around 30 minutes to an hour. And also, all these podcasts will be recorded, and I'll upload the recordings in either in audio or video stream in all the popular streaming platforms where applicable. And the guests would have to join like online. So we will be using the StreamYard platform to host this podcast. But if you have like any questions about this show, or if you have any questions about how this podcast might operate or what we want to discuss, you're more than welcome to connect with me. You can just send me an email at activeactionpodcast@gmail.com. But also, you can connect me through our Active Action website, that is activeaction.org, activeaction.org. whatever you find suitable. We also have a Facebook page for this podcast. That is www.facebook.com/active action podcast. So without space, if you just type it, our pages will come up. You're more than welcome to send a message in our Facebook page as well. So just let me know how you would like to connect, what you would like to discuss, and I'm more than happy to accommodate like anything and everything that I might find value for my audiences, and also that you can share your expertise or you can share your story on our podcast. So more than welcome and happy to accommodate. If you want to like grow your podcast as well and want to have me or Active Action as like a co-host, I'm also more than happy to welcome that. Just let me know what you want and let me know. I'll get in touch with you to discuss like how things are. I think that would be everything for this introductory podcast session. So I'll be meeting you very soon with our full sessions from the next time I meet you. So another thing where you will find the podcasts. So you will find the podcasts in, as I mentioned, in all the major streaming platform, but there will be like RSS feed and links to the every episode I upload. So most of this information, like the updates, would be in our Facebook page, facebook.com/active action podcast. But also this information will be available on our website, that is activeactionpodcast.com. Also, if you go to like Spotify or Amazon Music and just search Active Action Podcast, and you'll see like a red logo, our red podcast logo. So it says like Active Action Podcast established 2024. So that one is like our Active Action Podcast. But if you are having difficulty to trying to find the link, just shoot me a message or an email. I'll send you the links and information, and that would be very much appreciated if you would like to reach out to me. I tend to be very quick, and I really, really love my listeners so that I can get in touch with them. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to my voice. And I know like this is like my first introductory session, so I might be a bit hesitant, or I don't have like my voice cleared up that much. But do let me know that if there is any opportunity for me to grow, I would really like not take that as a criticism, but as a blessing that my listeners indeed want me to be heard and indeed want the best for me, and also how best I can serve you guys. So take care, have a great weekend, and happy holidays everyone. Take care.